Junior want to not be on my I can't really see what did I miss. Ex-strippers.
Alright, y'all, I'm taking my dad's car / my old car to work today because my vehicle pretty much decided to have transmission. My vehicle is... Alright, I'm on my lunch break, guys. So far, my job is good and I like it. Alright, so I went to Dollar Tree and spent a little bit longer there than I realized. So now I gotta go pick up my food and then go back to work, which is only like 5 minutes away. Alright, y'all, I'm in line picking up my McDonald's order for lunch, and this line is actually ridiculous, so I'm probably not getting back till closer to like 1 o'clock. I know this little car is not trying to cut in front of me. But this drive-through line is insane. So like you have all of these cars. Alright, I found some juicy bags at City Trends. I got this one, but they have that pink style, and they also have some weekender bags. So they have this black one and that pink one. Alright guys, I stopped at the mall so I could go get some scrubs for my job. They have them at City Trends and I think they're like cheapest. But now we're just walking around.
2,000 years later.
Alright y'all, so I remembered I did not update you guys on my new job. So far I feel like it's already 10 times better than my old place. They actually have a structure, including you get a guaranteed hour lunch break, which my current place does not provide at all. They have a lot bigger center as well. I do have to wear a uniform, so earlier today I went and got some scrub pants, which I could have worn scrubs at my old job. I just never, like, I didn't have to, so I wasn't about to go spend money on clothes I don't have to, but I actually have to have them for my current place. So I went to City Trends and got 2 pairs. So I'm about to go to Dollar Tree because I forgot to get a duster. I lost the duster that I had in my room, so we're about to go find another one. Alright y'all, it looks like it's about to start raining. I wanted to go to Moe's and get my Moe's Monday bowl, but I don't know if the Moe's over here is even open, so I don't want to waste my time going somewhere. And then also, since I'm driving my dad's car, I don't want to be driving. Oh, excuse me. I mean, this car gets great mileage though, not gonna lie. Oh, it gets awesome mileage. Alright y'all, so it looks like the Moe's over here is permanently closed because this is the 2nd week in a row, and they moved they changed the sign that was over there, which usually means it's closed. So I gotta go to this other one if I want food, which I don't really like doing. I got my Mo's and we're headed home. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. We're gonna try to do some skincare this morning. Ooh. So let's go. Ugh. I never know what soap to use. I've been using this one. That's the one I used last time. Also, I just did my nails yesterday and look. They've been breaking off of my freaking finger. So, I don't know. I do have enough to like replace them, but I'm also like, I don't know. It makes you look so ratchet when you only have a few nails left. This is a glycolic acid toner. This is supposed to help even out my skin tone and unevenness. Alright, this is my favorite thing ever. My face ice roller. So first we're gonna put our oil on our face, and then get to rolling. Oh, that feels so good. This literally relaxes my whole body when I do this. Alright guys, I'm headed to work. I'm a little bit behind schedule, but only because I did my makeup. Starbucks this morning for breakfast, a little treat for myself that I probably don't need to be spending money on, but you know what? Sometimes I feel like I just say, if it was my last day on earth and I was holding out for something for a future day that's not guaranteed, what a waste. I'm just kidding, y'all. In all seriousness, I feel like I always kind of just say, one drink won't hurt, but 20, yeah. As long as I'm not buying Starbucks every day, which I don't. One thing I will say, I feel like even though initially I wasn't happy about the uniforms, I feel like it makes me feel more professional and more also like an actual healthcare person, because I have to wear like scrubs and all that stuff, which I know I could have done at my last job. I just didn't think I had to. So we are officially official, and I know like I have like an official certification and all that stuff, but it still just doesn't click sometimes, even with like certifications and everything else. All right, we are on time / early, so we're gonna enjoy our egg white bites in our car, since my dad's car still has AC in it at least. And then start our training. I was early yesterday too. Y'all, this is seriously my favorite breakfast ever. The bacon Gruyere egg bites from Starbucks. So good. So good. Alright guys, I'm on my lunch break, and is my lens dirty or is it the sun? This breakout on my cheek is actually so painful. Ugh. And I don't know what to do about it, but I used a pimple patch yesterday and it seemed like it didn't really do much for me. I don't know what I want for lunch. I might do Wendy's because it's easy and close. Yesterday I got McDonald's and I was in that line for like 20 minutes, but I also didn't get my full hour break like I was supposed to. So there's that. And what else? Oh, I feel like my trainer was low-key hitting on me, but like in a joking manner. But I was just like, I don't know how I feel about that. I'll have to explain it. But so far, I feel like I've had a good experience at my new job. I feel like the training is already 10 times more. What am I trying to say? The training is just a lot more hands-on, so I feel like I actually have someone guiding what I'm doing. This is my Maybelline lip blush, balmy lip blush. She's cute. Got this at Dollar Tree. And then I don't know, I just feel like I've had I can already tell that they're just way more organized. You have a lot more support. They're a lot more structured, which I am very grateful for. Also, y'all know how at my last job I was expecting to get benefits. Well, I'm already eligible to enroll in benefits after my first day. They just won't start until August, but I already have that, so already a lot better than my last place. I also get PT PTO, they said my PTO starts August 1st as well, and I get automatic, I think, 50 plus hours. So unlike here where my last job, I literally had to earn my PTO, and you earned so little, it was like impossible for me to get anything. And then I swear my PTO balance that I had somehow disappeared and I never got to use it, which doesn't make any sense. There is a lot of just like, oh, you know what? I think I want to go to Chick-fil-A and get a salad. I think that's what we're gonna do for lunch today. Alright, y'all, I just got off work and I'm super, let me take my name badge off so I'm not revealing anything, but I'm super nervous about it because I shadowed my client today and he was so sweet. It was super cute little boy, but basically some of the RBTs were like, girl, they don't have any hours for you. And I was just like, that's crazy, because I literally left my last place because I wasn't getting hours. Now I'm like, was I dumb to leave and still won't be having the hours? The only thing I will say though is that they at least give me benefits starting from day one, and I don't have to earn my PTO. I get automatically, it's gifted, so that actually does make me feel better about this place, and I make more an hour. But other than that, I'm like, I don't know if this is really beneficial. Oh, I gotta get over. Freaking go, idiot. This dumb freaking car. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm super nervous and unsure still. So IDK what to do. I don't know. I feel like I maybe shot myself in the foot, but I also am like, I don't know if I make the right decision, and if it benefits me, if it really benefited me basically leaving the way I mean, here's the thing, I didn't quit, but I feel like I changed my availability for this week, and they took it as quitting, and they want me to return my tablet and everything, but not really giving me any. It really just seems like, even though I was trying to make both of the jobs I had work out, that they are not really willing to work with me, which I don't have a set schedule at my new job yet, but it really just seems like, from what the people told me, it's making me nervous because basically they said I don't have a client right now, which means I would still be like not guaranteed hours like I actually want to be, and I don't know, guys. I mean, let me just get through this week. I mean, the real benefit so far is that it's more an hour. I get benefits starting August 1st, and then I also do have PTO I did not have at my last job. But I'm like, if I'm gonna be struggling to get hours like I was for the past 6 months at my current center, what was the point of me leaving almost? I don't know. Because I'm like, I didn't leave one center to not getting hours to be not getting hours somewhere else. So I'm not sure what that's gonna look like, but it seems like it's just like the summer is when you're not getting as many hours for ABA. But someone was saying like usually you get more hours during the summer, but it seems to be like it's less. So y'all, I don't know what's gonna happen, and I honestly don't know what to do. If I should like, I'm willing to work multiple jobs. It just seems like I can't work multiple ABA jobs right now because I don't have a solid schedule at my current place, which also makes me not nervous. What the heck? Why is this car acting like they don't know how to freaking turn? This is so weird. Anyways, oh, my grandma's calling me. 1 sec. Alright, y'all, so I kind of just randomly started organizing my makeup palettes, and specifically eyeshadow palettes. So I have a bunch on the ground right now, and we're gonna try to figure out how to put them all in one drawer. I feel like my room at this angle is kind of a vibe, not gonna lie. So these are all of my Revolution palettes, and I have over 60 palettes from Makeup Revolution. So most of them are themed palettes, really colorful palettes, but I have so many. I'm like, I mean, actually, I don't remember the last Revolution palette I bought, but it was probably a while ago. I also usually purchase their palettes when they're on sale heavily. So I've used most of these. I think actually all of the palettes that I have from them I've used. Some not as often as others, but I've used most of them. So we're just trying to get my collection more organized. And honestly, there's a lot of makeup palettes that I would be fine getting rid of. Like, this is one of my oldest palettes from them. I don't use this much, and it's probably at least like 10 years old. This is the Constellation palette. I also have this chilled palette that has like, there's some pretty sparkles in here. I think that's like the only saving grace. But basically, this is one of the reasons I'm like, I'm not buying a palette. Ew, this does not apply smoothly, but it's a pretty green sparkle shade. I really don't need to buy any new makeup ever, especially eyeshadow palettes. I have so many. But just like, I think now that I'm going through my collection and seeing how much I have, it makes me feel less desired to shop for them. So this is also a part of me working on my not spending by looking at what I already have. And it's like, I realize I have a lot, but it's not until I go through everything I realize like actually how much I have. So I had over 60 palettes from Makeup Revolution. So I'm gonna put these away and I'm gonna try to organize like my palettes, I guess by brand. And look, I have this huge one. This one was actually pretty cheap. It was $7 at TJ Maxx. When I tell y'all though, I shouldn't say I save money, but I'm like, I don't purchase things full price most of the time. So like these are probably, my makeup collection definitely retails over $5,000, but I don't think I spent that much. And this is from like the past 10 years of me getting makeup. But this is a huge freaking palette for only $7. I was like, how could I pass this up? You know, like, it's hard. I feel like for me, a lot of my shopping stems from like, I can't pass up a good deal, you know? But in all reality, I feel like I really don't need to buy any eyeshadow palettes for a long time. I think this might be one of the more recent ones I got. This Friends, and this palette I guess I use because I'm like, I see a lot of swatches in it. Like, they're still decent quality. So anyways, all of that just to say, we got a lot of crap. And the more I go through things, like, there's so many things I haven't used and I'm just like, why did I buy this? Why did I buy so many things? So again, I always say, like, I recognize my bad spending and shopping habits. I'm just being honest about like what I struggle with having like this impulsive need to buy things sometimes. But like, looking through my stuff helps me not spend. Anyways, I'm gonna time lapse me putting them up. Good morning, everybody. We are getting ready, or almost ready for work, basically. I'm about to make my coffee, and then I might get breakfast at McDonald's or something, because I've been waking up kind of early. I also didn't do makeup today, so that helped a lot. But yeah, let's just get my coffee started. Stuff because I have some a return I have to do, but our coffee's done. All right, I'm still driving my dad's car, or my old car. I actually haven't been able to take my car in because I need well, my dad's not here, so if I drop it off, I don't know. I just don't know when the best time to take it is. Also, I feel like part of it is because I'm like, well, I already know however much it's gonna cost, I don't have the money for. And I don't know. This is my temporary solution though, using my dad's car until I figure out what I'm going to, what I'm actually going to try to do long term. I feel like I'm still uneasy about a lot of things. Like I told y'all, I was excited for this job, and I feel like I can't allow myself to be excited or get my hopes up, because I did that with my last job, and look where I ended up. In a not great situation financially, and also still struggling. And I'm like, I just don't want to keep putting my eggs in a basket. But also it's like, I'm realizing that I don't know if this field is what I thought it would be. It's like there's a lot of places that are hiring, but they don't have full-time hours. Most of them don't seem to. So I'm like, I want a full-time hour position, and can't seem to find that in this field. And I don't know what my schedule is gonna look like here for the next couple of weeks. So I'm like, let me try to be patient and wait like at least a month or so to see. But that was the problem with my last job. Like I waited over 6 months to see if I would get the hours that I asked for when I first started, and it just never happened. So I don't know, y'all. And that's why I was gonna try to work things out so I could do both jobs, but my old job basically acted like I quit, and I don't know. Just makes me, like I said, unsettled still. And honestly, if this doesn't work out, I have no idea what I'm gonna do next, because so much of my plan, I guess, was like required that this job work out. So let's not stress. I'm trying not to stress myself out early, because it's like nothing has actually happened yet. It's just I gotta prepare myself for the worst mentally. When I tell y'all though, I tried to apply for another job that was work from home, 40 hours, customer service job, and they told me I didn't qualify, which is crazy. So, not sure what my best option is going to be. But honestly, we're going to give it a month, and then if at the end of this month it's still like honestly, because if my dad has to move out, which is at any time before December, until December really, and I don't have a decent paying job, and I don't have enough money saved to move anywhere, I'm going to be screwed regardless. So I really can't afford to waste time at a job that is not going to it's just like my spending habits are up and down. Like, I will not spend money for a long period of time, and then, you know, it just takes like one bad day, and then I go on a shopping spree, and I've spent like $200 not realizing I spent that much. I'm doing like on TikTok where I kind of am trying to document how much money I spend each day, just to like see how much I'm actually spending. But I don't ever calculate like the total for the month. So it's just like seeing how much I spend each day. Yesterday we spent $0 on shopping, but I don't know if I should include eating out, because eating out yesterday, I think I spent like $20, which is a lot. Like, if you spend $20 every day eating out, that's $600 a month, which I don't spend $20 every day. But like this morning, I'm only getting breakfast, and I'm getting breakfast at McDonald's. So alright, I'm about to pick up my breakfast from McDonald's, but sometimes, the last time I got lunch from there, I was in that line forever, and I don't want that to happen again. Does not look good. The crappy thing is I ordered online on the app already. Alright, I thought my breakfast was going to take a lot longer, but it didn't take as long, so
A few moments later.
Alright guys, I'm on my lunch break, right? And I have a package I need to take to the USPS store. So I get to this USPS store and get inside, and there's like, they lock the door to get in, and there's a lady, and she's like, oh, we're closed. No explanation why, like, just, we're closed. So pretty much I wasted 10 minutes going to this store. So now I only have 30 minutes left for my lunch break, and I'm gonna try to go to another store that hopefully, I just need to send out this package because I'm returning this perfume I bought. And I wasn't able to return it the first time I went because it wasn't packaged correctly according to these people. So it's been this day, y'all. I really don't know why I don't have energy today. I feel so tired. They did get us Chick-fil-A, but the energy today is just off. It seems like a lot of people at my with my training, so there's 3 other people doing the training. I'm just the only person who's already certified, so I have like a different experience. But they really have been saying how they like the environment of some of the other people there is not good, or just the vibe of some people. And I definitely did peep that, which is why I made a video yesterday saying like, well, now I'm like second guessing, because the people when I was shadowing yesterday said, oh, well, we don't have the hours for the people who've been here. So they kind of were making me feel like, oh, well, am I gonna get the hours that I need? Because why did I leave this other place if I'm still not going to be getting hours at this new place. So it made me start second guessing myself, and like, what was the point of me leaving if I'm still going to be struggling, you know? Alright, y'all, I'm so pissed because I wasted pretty much 20 minutes of my lunch break going to the post office. I thought it was just the one was closed, but then I remember they're probably closed because they consider Juneteenth a federal holiday, so all of the federal employees get today off. The problem being, anyone who's not a federal employee, no one cares about freaking Juneteenth and that dumb freaking holiday. So none of the post offices were going to be open today, and of course I decided today was the day I was going to try to return my package. It's just so freaking irritating having stupid holidays, and it's also a bank holiday now, and it's just like, I don't care about Juneteenth. Juneteenth, I had talked to my sister because she called me because she's off today because she's military, and I was telling her how I'm like, Juneteenth is one of the dumbest freaking holidays, and it's obviously like, most holidays are made up, but this one specifically, I'm like, who's even celebrating it? It's just annoying. And then most people still have to work anyway, so it's like, it doesn't really feel like that big of a deal. Anyways, that means I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow to return this stupid package, and I'm already just in like a not greatest of moods. I don't know if it's because of, I don't know. I just feel less hopeful today. Not feeling as positive as I was already. And I don't think it's because of anything anyone else did. It's really just like, you know, some people just bring negative energy to the room. And like, I wasn't gonna complain about like the other people who work here, because, you know, everyone obviously is gonna do their own thing. Like, just because there's people here who don't want to do their job does not mean I'm going to let that bother me or deter me from like doing my job well. So they were just, some of the people in my training were just talking about how like there's some people here who have like really bad attitudes, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm not gonna let that affect me or make me, you know, unhappy or not want to do my job, because at the end of the day, I'm here for, one, my own reasons, but also like, I'm here because, one, I need a job. Two, I'm already certified to do the job that I've been doing. And one, because I'm hoping this is a better opportunity for me to grow and learn than where I was currently at. But honestly, I don't know. I have like mixed feelings now, because I feel like my last place was definitely not structured. And now that I think about it, my last place never catered food for the employees either. Like, the fact that they fed us Chick-fil-A is more than I ever got at my last place. So for me, it's been like, they do a lot more for the employees as far as I can tell. So I'm not upset about a lot of things here. I do have to go pee though, so we're about to go back inside. I still have like 10 more minutes in my break, so I did waste like a good 30 minutes driving around to places, to two different post offices, neither of which was open. I also have these huge pimples on my cheek that these must be hormonal, because I don't know, they hurt really bad, and they're also really like big. So we're gonna try to do a skincare routine tonight as well. Alright, I just stopped at Publix and got my $5 sushi for, honestly, sushi is like not really that big of a meal on its own, so I consider it more of a snack. And then we're gonna go home, take a nap, and then I think I might try to go to the park and exercise because I missed my Zumba class yesterday because by the time I got home from my community service, I just did not feel like doing it. So, but we're gonna try to get a nap in today because I'm exhausted. Alright, I didn't vlog too much today. I mean I did, but I didn't. I'm about to go to bed. I've not been getting enough sleep, and also when it's time for me to go to bed, I never want to go to bed. So, don't know what that's about. I think it's like my sleep schedule. I'm still on like going to bed at 2 a.m. Don't know why, but I do want to show y'all. Alright, I feel like I've been hoarding so many skincare products in my room that I forgot about. So I have all of this Cream Shop products. These are all unused, I think. Actually, that's not true. I think I have used these and these because I traveled and I took a pack out. But I have all of these skincare products that I found in my room. Ew, my seat's kind of dirty, so let me not point at that. Like face mask and foot mask. So this is all new body care from this is from Burlington, and then this is from Dollar Tree. These are the native dupes. So I have the coconut vanilla, which this one smells really good, and then I got the peach rings, and then I also got these scrubs. So this is the gummy bear exfoliating scrub, and then we have this sugar coffee body scrub. So hopefully these are good. Alright y'all, I have so much skincare stuff that I'm not using, and this is just a quick overview of my skincare. So I have a lot of skincare in this little cart. This is my main skincare tote, which I got this, I want to say from Temu a while back. So it's a dust proof. As you can see, it's collecting dust on top, but if you open it, there's no dust on any of the products in here. And then I have a bunch of masks in the drawers, and then more in this bottom one. And then I have a bunch of serums over here, and then I also have skincare on this second rack. This is where all of my bubble skincare is. I got so much stuff. And then I have more face masks and cleansers at the bottom. And then I have even more masks over here. And then these are like, it's a lip mask, some Kiehl's cream. This is an eye compress. Oh, and it focus. This Jeffree Star lip scrub. And then even more stuff over here. So yeah, we definitely have a problem with collecting skincare. Alright guys, I'm ready for work. I'm about to go make my coffee. We are a little behind today because I snoozed for like 30 minutes, but I have 10 minutes before I have to leave. And look at our bag today. We're using one of our new Juicy bags. This one I got at City Trends. So cute. I'm obsessed. Obsessed. It's good. Right, we got our coffee and we got our water. Alright y'all, so I brought my breakfast today. I did not bring my lunch, but I made coffee anyway, so I usually don't eat a lot in the mornings, but lately, because my work schedule is like the middle of the day, but I also get an hour lunch break in between, so it's honestly it's a pretty decent schedule. I just, I don't know. I've been eating out for breakfast the past 3 days, because what did I have for breakfast the first day? I think I got Tim Hortons, and then I got McDonald's, and then I got Starbucks. No, Tim Hortons, Starbucks, and then I had McDonald's yesterday. So we've been eating out a little too much. So yesterday though, I didn't eat out for lunch or dinner. So I actually only spent $4, which isn't bad. On Monday I had spent like 20. Actually no, Monday I spent 15. It was the day I got Starbucks and Chick-fil-A, I spent like 20. And I think that was Tuesday. So we've been like getting less and less each day, which I'm grateful for. But it's still just, you know, I gotta be on my P's and Q's as far as making sure when I do get like my first paycheck from this job, I'm saving as much as possible. I'm still kind of not sure what I'm not sure how it's gonna be over here anymore. So, but so far I like most of the girls that I've met. I don't feel like anyone's like mean or rude or nasty. Honestly, I think like sometimes people are too quick to judge other people and they're like, oh well, she did this, so she must be a mean person. But I'm like, everybody's different, and I also feel like maybe that's why I get along with more people, is because I don't like jump to conclusions about people immediately when I meet them. I always give people the benefit of the doubt. I always try to see like the best in people, and also just like I don't have reasons to not like somebody straight off the bat. Like there's no reason that I will not like someone unless they like actually did something to me, which I just started here, so. But there's been a lot of, it seems, very petty issues with some of the girls in my training, and they're like complaining about the other people and how they work. And I'm just like, you know, these people, you're new to a job and you're coming in and telling people who've been doing that job like what they're doing wrong, but you haven't even started and you don't actually know what all the job entails. So I was talking to them, the girls, and you know, some of the girls who work there, and I was just like, you know, I understood where they're coming from because I've actually been doing this work for a minute. Oh, they was having a meeting. These construction people were having a meeting in the front, and then we got off on the exit. Ma'am, what the heck are you doing? Alright. I actually feel like I can make it to work in less than 10 minutes. So it's really not a bad commute. And honestly, I was getting so complacent because I lived so close to the last place. I would literally leave my house 5 minutes before I had to be there. So I would never get there early because I would wait till I knew I was never that far. I feel like when you live further away from places, you're like have to plan, and that makes you more likely to be early / on time. It's like when you know you live so close to someone, or when something's convenient, you don't try as hard. And I mean, I'm not gonna say I was late all the time because I wasn't, but I just knew I could push leaving for work until like 5 minutes before and still get there on time, basically is what I'm saying. Alright, hopefully we have a good day today. Yesterday I was like exhausted. Today I don't feel as tired, so that's good. But I know I went to bed kind of late, but I snoozed my alarm for like a good 30 minutes. Alright guys, we are on our lunch break, and it is so good having like an hour for lunch because I actually have time to go grab stuff. So I didn't eat breakfast or eat out for breakfast, so I'm getting my lunch. I honestly haven't done enough grocery shopping to buy to bring my lunch because I just don't have groceries like that at home. Man, these construction people are all over the place. Anyways, we're headed to lunch. And actually, I'm gonna go return my package first. And then we're gonna go, I'm gonna get lunch at the mall. They have, I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'm kind of feeling like Asian, if I'm being honest. I might get pizza, I might get wings. We'll see when we get there, but at least I know I'll have options, and it's only like 10 minutes from my work, so I know I'll be back in time for, I just have to be back by 1. Alright y'all, I finally got my package returned. I thought I was gonna have to pay to return it, but you know, I did pay for the initial shipping, so I guess that covered for returns as well. So we're about to head to the mall, pick us up some lunch. I honestly might walk around. I gotta pee right now, so that's kind of my priority, but the line wasn't too long, so it wasn't bad. And then acceptance date through 6/20. So I guess I was only had until the 20th. Until the 20th to return it? Or it's just saying, oh, today is the 20th. It's just saying what time I actually returned it. Alright. Finally got that out the way, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Alright, y'all, I just ordered my food. Oh, I'm so tired. Alright. After work, I have to make sure I return my iPad to my old job. I literally just emailed my HR people about my missing pay from not getting my mileage reimbursement because my supervisor failed to inform me of the mileage reimbursement policy they had for in-home clients. So hopefully I will get that on whatever my next paycheck is, but my manager never told me if she did it or not, and I'm assuming because I did not stay there that she decided to not care about it. But I'm like, I'm gonna get my pay for that because I had my in-home client for almost 4 months and wasn't getting reimbursed for all of my in-home sessions I had, which is crazy. Alright guys, I got my large sweet tea from McDonald's plus my wings from the mall. So that's all the eating out I'm doing today. And then I have my Zumba class at 7, so I'm gonna try to take a nap after work. And then this weekend basically I have to do Friday and Saturday. I have to make up for all of my missed community service hours, because I don't know why, but I feel so tired when I get up at 4. But Friday I'm gonna try to do 4 hours, and then Saturday we're gonna try to do 4 or 5 hours because I need to get this done. Y'all, I done already ripped my brand new scrub pants. I forgot to plug out. Y'all, I just saw someone doing the dumbest thing I've ever seen. So I just got off a highway, right? So someone had pulled over on the side of the left lane, mind you, not on the side of on the passing lane side. And this person decided to take it upon herself to stand in the middle of the road on a highway and try to direct traffic. The problem is she's trying to direct traffic where there's other cars merging in, and people have to get over access in that passing lane in order to allow people to merge. So she's gonna freaking cause an accident because she's blocking the highway as an unauthorized person, right? Like, you can't just be a pedestrian and get out your car and try to be a control traffic. You're not wearing a vest, you're not don't have any type of authority to do that, right? So she's literally going so stupid, stands in the middle of the highway where there's not a lot of visibility, and then people who are driving up in that lane and have to try to get over while there's people in the lane who are trying to get back over to merge. I'm like, that's just a freaking accident waiting to happen. Now luckily when I passed her there was not a lot of cars coming, so I just got over. But I'm like, if it gets any busier, it's gonna get messy and it's gonna be really hard for her, hard for people to stay out of that lane if it gets busy and they can't merge over. So I'm like, that's just a freaking accident waiting to happen. And I'm like, it's also stupid. They tell you, like, if you have to pull over the side of the road, you never stand in the middle of the road. That's just common sense. I really, like, some people are dumb. Some people are actually stupid. And it don't make no type of sense. No type of sense. Alright. Why did I snort? I'm about to head to the gym. I'm running a little late for my Zumba class. Alright. I found another makeup look. I've been doing better at filming my makeup reviews. I just do them when I get home from work instead of, worrying about doing my makeup to go to work. I just do my makeup when I get off. All right. I feel like you can't really see it with my glasses on. I used my chromatic eyeshadow palette again. My dad's car's making a weird noise. But I used a chromatic eyeshadow, which I feel like turned out pretty. I still got my pimple patch on because I don't care what nobody says. I don't like putting makeup on top of pimples because I feel like it's gonna make it worse. And also the breakout that I have on my face right now is super bad, so I'm we're not putting anything on top of that. Hopefully the class before my Zumba runs a little behind, so I'm not missing out because I'm not gonna get there till a little bit after 7 at this rate. I'm gonna put my sunglasses on because it's very sunny outside. Y'all, again, I made a life update video going into details, but basically I am gonna see how this job goes until the end of July. I'm gonna give it until the end of July, and then if it's not, honestly, I feel like after the end of July is when I'm probably gonna either take a deep look at myself and be like, do you need to go back to school? What are we doing? What is your life goals? Maybe look into becoming a BCBA, which I would just have to spend 2 years getting my master's in ABA. But BCBA jobs are very in demand and they also get paid a lot of money. So that would be a good job field for me since I currently, I already have my master's in psychology, so I have my bachelor's at least, so it would be 2 more years of school and then 2,000 hours of field work, which is possible. I did 1,500 hours in a year getting my cosmetology license, so basically you have 2 years to get 500 more hours, which really is 40 hours. You would have to be working part-time as a BCBA for 2 years. So I don't know, I just am things are not going as planned. Things don't seem to be working out, and I don't know if I want to risk staying somewhere for a long period of time. I don't want to wasting my time, because the past 6 months were kind of wasted in the sense of, I guess I'm not going to call it a waste, because at the end of the day I did gain a new skill that helps me get other jobs. I just don't have the security with the jobs that I've gotten so far. It seems like there's never enough hours for people, or they only hire for part-time, which is very frustrating. It's very hard to find a full-time position with ABA, it seems. So that's honestly why I'm not putting all my eggs in this basket. But I also don't know, unless I'm gonna be a server again, what am I gonna do? what am I gonna do? I honestly should apply to this other job this girl was telling me about, just to be a host, because she said the hosts make like $1,500 a paycheck, and I'm like, let me go ahead and be a host then, because hosts are making more money than me. Finished my Zumba class. We were sweating, but guess what? Our makeup still intact. So I guess my setting spray works. I used the e.l.f. one today. Even like most of my lips are still on, and I was drinking some water. So I'm just deciding what to get. For dinner, I kind of want like a pub sub. Like I'm craving a sandwich. But I typically only get the public sub if it's on sale. So if they don't have a pub sub on sale, I'm not gonna get it. Let's check. Alright, y'all, I got my pub sub. It looks so good. So the guy was trying to like help me out, and he gave me the cheaper one, but he didn't know the sub was on sale. So when he printed my ticket, I was like, wait, is this the Boar's Head one? And he was like, yeah, but he didn't know it was on sale, so he had printed out the other one. So, you know, people trying to do you favors, but don't realize that he didn't realize that the one I had ordered was already cheaper than the normal one. But now we're gonna head home and start getting ready for bed. Oh, that looks so good. Alright, y'all, I'm running a little behind. Not really, I just have to pick up my breakfast, and I don't know how long that line's gonna be. I typically leave about 30 minutes before I have to get to work, and work is only 10 minutes away. So that gives me usually about 20 minutes to grab breakfast somewhere. But sometimes the drive-through line at McDonald's can take a little bit longer. So hopefully it's not as busy today as it was. When did I get breakfast there this week? I think Wednesday. And then I packed my lunch today, so I'm not eating out for lunch, because earlier this week I got food for breakfast and lunch. So now I'm just doing one or the other. So yesterday I got lunch instead of getting breakfast, and today I'm getting breakfast instead of getting lunch, so I'm not eating out multiple meals a day. Alright, y'all, I got an hour for lunch, so I think I'm gonna go to Target. Just walk around. Sometimes for me, I've been using my lunch break honestly to like run errands. Like my first day I went to Dollar Tree. Today I'm gonna go to Target. I feel so snotty right now. Oops, forgot to put my seatbelt on. It's like something's not right. Anyways, I was helping these other girls in my training class study for their comp assessment, which I took my comp assessment when I first became an RBT, because you have to take it before you even qualify for to take the written exam. And here they want me to retake it just to, like, I guess test my knowledge, but it doesn't really count for anything since I'm already an RBT. But the other girls, they have to do it because they still have to take the exam. What an idiot. I hate when cars are dumb. I should have been able to turn, but this person didn't want to go when the light was green. Anyways, I've been in a very, like, ugh type mood. Be faithful. All my life you have been so good. With every breath I am able, I'm gonna sing of the goodness of God. Sorry, I forgot I was recording. I definitely don't think I've been getting enough sleep as well, which is also a contributing factor for my low energy. Like, I try to go to bed early, y'all, and like I just won't sleep. Or there's just like too much on my mind. I don't know how to explain it. So good, breath that I am able, I'm gonna sing of the goodness of God. We got Publix over here, got Target, you got Burger King, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Wendy's, Crumble, just a bunch of places. Honestly, I kind of just want to take a nap right now. I don't even feel like walking around Target anymore, but I'm almost there, so I don't want to risk trying to nap in my car though. I don't feel like eating my lunch that I brought either. All my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, I'm gonna sing. It is Friday, so it's almost my weekend. But y'all, I did not get enough community service hours for this week. And currently, I don't have I don't know what I'm gonna do this weekend. I don't know if I can do Instacart. I can't really do Instacart because I would have to do it in my dad's car, and I don't think my dad would be comfortable with me driving his car to do Instacart. Because also, I'm not insured on this car technically, but I just use it to get to work and like other things that are necessary. So I'm only driving it if it's absolutely necessary versus just because. you get for cutting people off? Alright, I'm at Target. And I don't know why I'm here. I don't need anything and I don't want anything. So I don't know why I thought this would be a good idea. Alright, y'all. I think my shopping, my compulsive shopping desire is gone. I feel like I literally only get that compulsive shopping once every blue moon, and it'll be like a couple of weeks where I'm just shopping and shopping and shopping, and then I won't shop at all. Ugh. Not this family. And I feel like I'm finally like out of it. Because last week I was doing some damage, but I haven't really bought anything except for Monday I went to Dollar Tree, and then I had even gone to the mall, didn't get anything, went to Target, didn't get anything. So my bad shopping habits come and go. I honestly don't spend money most of the time. It's just when I do, it's always like I'm buying a bunch of stuff at once, and then I'll go periods without buying anything. So I went to Target and I just got this Mountain Dew Freedom Fusion. It's Dew with a blast of lemonade and peach flavor, which sounds really good. And I'm headed back to my job. I'm not hungry. I honestly just want to take a nap. I feel exhausted. I do need to get my community service hours in. Honestly, what I'm gonna have to do is Saturday, I'm gonna have to do at least 4 or 5 hours in order to catch up if I don't end up going today because of how exhausted I feel. Which I be going through like periods of just like being extremely tired, and then I get over it. Alright, this tastes pretty good. Next week though, I'm gonna try to do at least 15 hours of community service, 20 if I'm able to. But this job situation seems like it's not going to be stable for at least 2 weeks. So until I get that situated, I guess I'm just going to try to finish my community service in the next 2 weeks, which I have about a little over 30 more hours I have to do, and then we'll be done. So do whatever hours I can do today and Saturday, and then after that I just have 2 weeks to get 30 hours, which means I just got to do 15 hours, which I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're there, it feels like so much freaking work. It just goes by so slow. And I don't know if it's because of like they don't keep you busy enough, and there's only about like, you're basically just cleaning the whole time, but it's like very repetitive. So you just get I'm just bored while I'm there. If it was just like, if there was a lot for me to do and it kept me busy and I could get through it. Also, I be getting having back problems from all of the cleaning. So, other than that, it's not too bad. It's just not having the energy. It's just like it goes by so slow when I'm there, and usually it's like I'm ready to go after about 2 hours, which is not good. All right, y'all, we're organizing some makeup in here. So basically, I'm gonna make this caboodle my Dollar Tree makeup. I also have more Dollar Tree makeup in here, but this just makes it a little bit easier. Hopefully I can fit all of this in here. We'll see. Alright, I'm drinking my root beer I got from Dollar Tree. Something about these like soda cans just makes me feel so nostalgic. It makes me feel like I'm back in the 1920s, even though back in the 1920s probably wasn't good for me as a black person, but you know, it's a good root beer. Alright, y'all, it's almost 2 a.m. I'm finally about to go to bed, put on my pajamas. I have not been drinking enough water lately, so we're trying to drink more water. I'll probably do some skincare tomorrow morning. I haven't been keeping up with my skincare. At night is usually when I want to do it, but I usually am too tired or too lazy to do it. And I don't have time to do it usually in the mornings because I have to be, unless I wake up early, which I'd rather get sleep than do skincare in the morning, especially because I go to bed so late. So it's almost 2 a.m. now, and it's Friday, so I don't have to be up early or anything tomorrow. So yeah, good night. I did like a random makeup, so that's why I have glitter in my eyebrows. When I was wiping the glitter off my face, it got everywhere. And yeah, that's all, guys. Good night.